A farm manager is one of the most important jobs in America. Farmers contribute resources such as dairy, meat, crops, energy, etc. to the economy. Their main job is to direct and plan activities such as planting, irrigation, fertilizing, harvesting, grading, payroll, and record keeping. Farm managers are also the head salesman, record keeper, and payment distributor. Since they usually live on the farm, their workplace is their home, so they are very diligent about work. The reason why they live where they work is because it's cheaper and more convenient to have their work in their backyard. They have demanding job hours, usually from sunrise to sunset during harvest. So having their house on their land calls for a lot of resources. It would be hard for a college student to get this job considering we would have to pay for the house, the land, the animals, and all other aspects of farming. The best way to get this job is to inherit it. Since there are no set qualifications for farm managing, experience is the most important quality a manager can have. Usually an agriculture degree or a degree in farm management is necessary, but not required. Traits such as business management skills, organization skills, the ability to motivate, proficiency in budgeting, and quick problem solving skills are all good traits to have as a farmer.
The basic duty of a farm manager is to plan and coordinate activities that employees are participating in. This includes livestock care, crop growing, harvesting, and pesticide-herbicide application. Smaller farms do not always require a large amount of farmhand help. On the other hand, larger farms usually have certain areas designated to assist farm managers that are in charge of farmhands. Some other basic duties of a farm manager are to keep records, budget, and pay attention to weather trends to determine when to plant and when to harvest. Farmers have to know the climate and how it changes. Many farmers read the Farmer's Almanac so they can keep track of the weather so that they can make predictions. Some personality traits that work with this profession are emotional, physical, and mental toughness. You have to be mentally tough to work on a farm due to demanding work hours and hard labor. You have to have good social skills. You have to be able to sell your product and bargain with others. You have to have creativity. For our mentor project, we had our mentor's name was Tom Mays. He was out of Freeman, Missouri. He was a private landowner who farmed cattle, farmed and harvested hay, and he also owns horses. Tom wants to grow hemp, so for creativity, if he can get 30 to 40 acres of hemp, he can make a profit of $30,000 to $40,000 per year, plus what he already makes, $20,000 to $25,000 a year. So if he can grow hemp, it would be a big increase in his profit. You also have to have analytical problem-solving skills, self-knowledge. Tom has a niche in the market by breeding the Corriente bull with the Angus cows. He gets a more lean meat with it, so it's a little bit of a niche in the market. Some personality traits that do not work well with this profession are irresponsibility, lackluster attitude, closed-mindedness, and indecisiveness.
The availability to work in this industry is very high, meaning it's got a good labor market. There are plenty of jobs available when it comes to being a farm manager. Since the requirements do not extend past having a high school diploma, becoming a farm manager is not an unrealistic goal. However, the availability to own a farm in this industry is low. Money is key to starting a farm. When looking to start a farm, one must have enough money to buy land, resources, machinery, and livestock or seed for the profit. The supply for this job, supply for being a farm manager, is pretty simple. It's as easy as graduating high school, acquiring any sort of work experience on a farm, and having enough money and land to start a farm. A very important part of starting a farm is having experience in the field. One cannot simply start a farm without knowing the basics of farming, livestock care, fertilizing, and other basic farming duties. The demand for this job is the company itself, which is the farm. And the farm is run by the farm manager, the guy who lives on the farm. Farmers usually hire farm hands. When looking for farm hands, farmers typically look for strong, coordinated, and responsible people. The farm manager looks for other values such as efficiency, effectiveness, pay grade, reliability, and hard work. Some market trends include weather. Farming is a job that requires knowledge of the weather and seasons. A farmer's wealth is determined by how much of his product he can sell at the end of a harvest. Total revenue and profit are in direct relation to a farmer's yield. If there is no rain, a farmer will have to irrigate. If there's a tornado, his entire crop base can be jeopardized, making no profit on a year, which calls for bankruptcy. That's just a part of being a farmer. The latter process for this job starts at the very beginning with being a farmhand. The farmhand gains experience through years of work and hopefully gets enough money to buy enough land and enough resources to start his own farm. From there, he can start expanding his farm, becoming a large-time farm manager.